Yeah, very nice. Well, we can try that one more time. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So nice to see you all. My name is Ben Weber, and I have the pleasure of working with your young people in the afternoons of our Playwriting and Performance Week here at Writopia. I also have the honor and pleasure to work with Sarah Boyle, Rebecca. Let's give Sarah who was my right hand and helped me make it all happen. And yeah, so we began this week maybe with a few ideas, but a few words on the page, and we spent this whole week crafting 6 wonderful plays and staging them into these beautiful pieces that you are going to see here this afternoon. We should have some time for a nice talk back, so think about some questions you might want to ask the artists we have here with us. Yeah, and this is a world premiere reading of all of these shows, so this is a very special afternoon for all of us. It's great. So let's just give a warm round of applause for the beginning. Our first play is by our playwright Chase, and it is called Survival Island. Please give a round of applause for Chase.
I have a secret. I drink a little too much and I don't know how to stop it. So I just put water in my wine bottles and keep drinking wine. My dad sells houses with my brother. He lives in a giant mansion. My mom is the perfect wife for my dad. I always felt like I didn't fit in. When I drink, I feel like I can just float away. My favorite drink is wine. I want to get better and I need help, but I don't know how to say it. Now I'm going to Paris, where there is a whole bunch of wine, so I don't know what I'll do.
Great Scott, I have a secret. I just watched Back to the Future and it was life-changing. It's crazy how smart the doctor is. He's almost as smart as I am. I'm 25 years old and I had never seen Back to the Future, and the 12-year-old made fun of me for not seeing Back to the Future. His mom said his name was Chase. My family is very strict, and I had never seen a movie until I was 15 years old, when I snuck out and saw a movie for the first time. I remember Avatar came out that year. It was life-changing. I dressed up in blue colors and ran around the house for a week. I felt like rainbows. And then I rebelled more and I got kicked out. That's when I moved in with my best friend Ed till this day. Now I'm going to Paris with her and Bianca, and we're gonna have so much fun.
I have a secret. I'm a little too bossy. My friends think that's an understatement. It has been my way it has to be my way if it's gonna happen. My mom is bossy and I don't want to be like her, but it seems to be happening. I'm trying to work on this, but it's too hard. It's too much pressure. And don't get me started on the name Shellface. I absolutely hate it. It's all because of that big kid Billy in the 3rd grade who decided to throw a crab at me. It got stuck in my face, so it stuck with me. It makes me feel really angry, but most of the time I just stomach it. Now I'm going to Paris to boss around my friends, to try to change.
Shellface, don't forget the shampoo. We're gonna need it in the shower there.
Felicia, don't forget the sunscreen. Felicia, don't disrespect the queen of this, okay?
Hey, Shellface, don't act like you rule everything.
Fine, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Ed.
Anytime.
Fine, I'm sorry.
Scene 2, on a plane.
Can't wait to go to the top of that Eiffel Tower.
What the heck is going on?
I don't know. Text me if you guys make it.
Stop pushing.
There's no more parachutes.
on a desert island.
Ed, what are you doing?
We need to find supplies.
Okay, so we have 5 pounds of clothes, so much crackers, a pound of toothbrushes and toothpaste, a couple wallets of passports, a lot of tech, 1 first aid kit, 4 book bags, a couple of shaving kits, 4 bottles of wine, and a .46 revolver left in the air marshal's suitcase.
What happened?
The airplane crashed and we survived.
Yeah, well, you were passed out, Ed and I did all the work.
How about you pass out and see how it feels?
Yeah, but
Stop your bickering. We have to get off this island.
I got it. We can make a boat out of suitcases.
no, we can make a boat out of these trees.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
How much longer?
The 3 of them see the tip of the Eiffel Tower.
What is that?
That's the Eiffel Tower. We're so close. Wait.
It's a lifeguard.
Everything's gonna be okay.
The lifeguard sees them and drives his boat toward them. The sharks are alerted and start swimming toward the girls. The lifeguard pulls them out just in time, but Shellface loses her leg.
Ah! I lost my leg!
3 months later.
Just another day in the life of the Survival Island 3. Don't forget to see the Survival Island 3 live on Air TED Talk.
Throughout the time I've been on the island, I had to stop my drinking problem by drinking more water.
I have learned to be more rebellious in my day-to-day life.
I have learned to be less bossy and become more of a teammate to my friends, Jay.
And pose, final pose. And end of play. All right, next up, we have a play called On-Stage Chemistry by Delia. Getting it set up here. Please again give a warm applause intro to Odelia's play, On-Stage Chemistry.
I can't believe Madeline actually sent us to a couples therapist. That's so dumb.
Come on, Sienna. She's an experienced director. She knows what she's doing.
Just because our characters aren't enough doesn't mean we have to be.
Going to therapy isn't going to make us fall in love. It's going to make us be able to stand each other enough so we can pretend to be in love.
Fine, just let me do all the talking. I'm very, very good at improv, and I should be able to handle it. I took an improv course in college.
The goal of this is not to practice your improv. It's to have on-stage chemistry.
You really think this will help at all? Wow, you clearly don't understand how acting works. What a shame.
Why are you so nasty to everyone? Is it something that happened in your childhood? Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Oh my god, shut.
Sienna Jennings and Josh Douglas?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Alice Whitney.
You signed us up under our real names?
What would you What would you have signed us up under?
Character names, duh.
What if he came to see the show? I actually thought it through.
What if we want to... You know what? Forget it.
All right, you can take a seat on the couch.
Oh. Natural is supposed to be a couple.
Good to meet you two. For this first session, I'd just like to get to know you better, get a feeling of your relationship and history. If anything is too upsetting or you would like to talk to me privately, we will discuss those feelings. But I don't want these sessions to feel like an upsetting burden. So if you can first tell me basic things about your relationship. How did you meet? When did you start dating? How long and serious has this relationship been?
Well, we were both actors and we worked on a few shows together. And we met 5 years ago, but didn't start dating until this year. But we have been good friends since we first met. And our relationship has been pretty serious since it began.
I see.
Excuse me, Dr. Whitney. Can I speak to Sienna outside for a moment?
Well, sure.
What are you doing? Why are you using real-life scenarios? Should it be Joanna and Aaron's love story?
You're so dumb. Joanna and Aaron don't need therapy. We do. So we can act like each other. We can like each other enough to pretend to love each other. Common sense.
Are you sure?
Do you really think Madeline was an expensive therapist to talk about two deeply loved characters? That's called script analysis, not therapy, idiot.
I mean, yes, you're right.
I know I'm right. I'm always right. Let's go back in.
Is everything all right?
Yes.
Now, if you could tell me about why you came here, what is going on in your relationship that led you here?
Well, we somehow can't stand being around each other. Like, we want this relationship to work, but we keep getting in fights and we can never settle our arguments.
What are some of the things you find yourself fighting about?
Well, let me tell you. My Joshy loves to blame everything that happens on me. So a little background, we are currently in a production together and all of our scenes together seem to be going quite badly. And after every scene, Joshy decides to yell at me about the fact that the scene looked horrible and blame it on me.
Josh, tell me what you usually find yourself saying when this argument comes up.
It is true that I often blame Sierra for the scene's phoniness. However, it is also true that Sierra is full of herself and incapable of recognizing her own flaws.
Excuse me? Wow. You really are a small person. I am.
Let's calm down, Sienna. It seems like you feel hurt when Josh blames you for your shared scenes not going well. Josh, it seems you feel hurt when Sienna is unable to share any of the responsibility of what goes wrong in the scene. Is that correct?
Well, actually, Dr. Whitney, that is not correct. I don't feel hurt. I feel angry and annoyed and frustrated. What about you, my Joshy Washi?
I don't feel hurt when Sienna is delusionally full of herself. I go through a much more complex stream of emotions. Doctor, I feel extraordinarily amused by this 2-year-old behavior, then frustrated by the fact that I have to work with and live with such an immature person, then angry that she won't listen to my clear advice, and then a deep love for my soon-to-be fiancé.
What are some of the things you find aggravating?
She commonly says things like, I'm very good at acting, or I'm always right.
I see. Sienna, why do you say such things?
Well, I am very good at acting, so I don't say it.
Josh, can you explain to me why did you feel aggravated by these remarks?
I feel like she gets positive feedback all the time from directors, fellow actors, audience members. It's really weird that she's constantly tooting her own horn, and I guess it just makes her sound really better.
Sienna, Josh tells me that your skill is constantly affirmed by others. Why do you feel the need to praise yourself when you know that it annoys your partner when it's around you?
Because I can't count on others.
What?
What do you mean?
Others are not always going to be around, but I'm always going to be there for myself. So obviously I need to trust myself and love myself and be proud of myself.
Sienna, was there something important in your
I did a lot of performances when I was a kid, and my parents never really complimented me. It was really hard to never be told anything good. Only how it was flat, or my note, or my kick, or was too low, or my acting was realistic. So I kind of had to learn to be my own best friend, you know? Otherwise, I wouldn't keep going in the industry. And if no one loves me anymore, well, I understand myself, right? But if I don't have myself, what would I do? What would I do?
Wow. So sorry, Sienna.
That was a very productive session. It is really great to start to open up on our emotions and what's really going on. I encourage you guys to continue talking honestly to each other at home. Don't worry if you find that difficult at first, or even impossible. We will continue to work on it during the next session. Have a nice day.
So, I just wanted to say...
Don't.
Don't what?
I know you're gonna make fun of me, and it's fine. It's my fault for being dumb and crying, but I'm really not in the mood.
Sienna, I wasn't gonna make fun of you.
You weren't?
No, I was just gonna say that it was really cool. Well, not cool, but nice. I guess, well, not nice, but, like, good to hear your story.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say sorry
You
again.
don't have to apologize. It wasn't your fault. At least not entirely. Just, if you could not tell anyone, I mean, like, Madeline, please.
You can trust me, you know.
I do trust you, John.
And
Thank you, and play. Thank you, performers. Let's give it up for performers. Another playwright. On stage industry. Mark. Amazing. Okay. This next play is a collaborative work by Julia and Sonia. Please put your hands together for Margaret.
Darling James, this is the first in what will likely be a very long series of letters. I already miss you dreadfully, and with every second I find myself longing for you more. I cannot believe it has already been 2 years since we first met. I love you as much as the Christmas party, the day I met you. No, I love you more than that. Every day since you left, my heart has ached for your return, and I only wish that you could have been here for longer. Yours forever, Lorraine. P.S. Annabelle's chauffeur has a son. He came to visit for a little while. I never even knew he existed. Him and Annabelle seem to be close.
My Lorraine, if I had one wish, I would come home and see your beautiful smile. I would kill 1,000 men just to revisit that night at the Christmas party. War has just begun, and the enemy has let their guard down. Things aren't terrible, but I wouldn't say they're going well. The food could be better, and so could the people, but that's of no consequence. Nothing is, as long as I know you're well. With love, James.
He's dead. He's dead. James is dead. It's going to be all right.
No, it's not. It's not all right. My fiancé is dead. The love of my life, the father of my child, he's dead. Dead.
Is your son a child? Does James know this?
He did.
I'm so sorry. Really. You will be okay. I'm here for you if you want.
Thank you.
No. I'm here for you.
What are you saying, Matthew?
Nothing. I just meant,
No, tell me what you said. What did you mean?
just, now that you're available and you could use help with the baby, I was wondering.
Now that I'm available, I wouldn't even consider myself available, and I wouldn't even want to be acknowledged like that. You mean now that James is dead, now that your brother's dead, you think you can just replace him? You seem like such a loyal brother. You're just
I
like...
just meant.
No, Matthew, I know what you meant. You're my deceased fiance's brother. You cannot be speaking to me this way. It's completely inappropriate, and you must not be in your right mind to even say such a thing. I'm disgusted by your interest in me. I'm disgusted by you. What do you not understand, Matthew? I need you to leave.
You're on your own then, Lorraine.
Lorraine, come here. Miss Mother, Matthew was just here. He told me something I should have heard from my own daughter.
He told you about James?
What? No, Lorraine. Anything about James'
Mother. He's dead.
He's what?
Dead! He's dead!
Oh, Lorraine, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. But you can't just not tell me that you're the child. You're on your own with this. I don't even believe that I'm well enough to help you raise him.
Her. Margaret.
What?
Her name is going to be Margaret, after James's mother.
Why not after me?
This is not about you. This is about me and James and Margaret,
This is my grandchild, Lorraine.
who you don't even want to have. Just stop.
My Lorraine, everything here is brutal, and your letters are leading me to continue on this merciless journey. I can't even stress how tired I am. I would give anything to come home and see you. Think of me when you see the food we shared the night of the party. Think of me when you see the porch swing we sat at afterwards. Think of me when you feel sad. Eternally yours, James. P.S. Forgive me for the short letters. I have less time, and I'm trying my absolute best to write you back. Your letters are my everything, and I've been practically thriving on them.
James, I miss you dreadfully. I found myself unable to smile the way I did with you. Nobody can make me laugh the way you can. Indeed, your letters are often the only thing that can bring me joy anymore. It's as though there's a cloud over the town. Everything is dark and sad because you're not here. Because you were the sun. You made everyone's world so much brighter, especially mine. I love you, Lorraine. P.S. I thought that Annabelle and Henry, the chauffeur's son, were getting really close, but then Annabelle went and got engaged to Charles. I personally don't see the connection between them, but maybe that's just because my expectations are too high. Nobody could love anybody else as much as I love you.
boring. Things are getting harder and harder. I don't want to be pessimistic, but people are dropping left and right. I don't know how many more letters I'll write, so I wanted to tell you something that I should have told you before. I feel terrible that I've kept this from you for so long. Sometimes back before I had to go to war, when I tell you I couldn't see you because of my friends or family, I couldn't see you because I was going out to drink or I was already drunk. I felt as though I couldn't tell you, as though you wouldn't love me anymore. I know how foolish that sounds, but it somehow made complete sense in my head. Honestly, James.
Dearest James, I understand why you would want to hide this from me, but I would really appreciate if in the future you weren't as secretive about these things. If our relationship is to be serious, we must be honest with one another. Anyway, everything here is well, or mostly so. Annabelle has run off with Henry, which is such a shame, for she was to be married to Charles in a mere 12 days. Of course, I suspected there was something between them, but I can't say I ever thought that would go this far. But that is not the reason for which I am writing this. I've come to terms with some unexpected news. We are expecting a child, a daughter. I still can barely believe it. I am so young yet so ready. My thoughts on the name would be Margaret, because I want you to love our child as you did your mother. I am 5 months from birth and very heartbroken that you won't be here for the delivery of our daughter, but she eagerly awaits your return, as do I. Yours truly, Lorraine.
17 years later.
Wait here. Happy 17th birthday, Margaret.
What's that?
Why don't you open it and find out? Those are the letters that your father wrote to me while at war. He wanted me to give you these letters when you were old enough. He loved you so much. Go ahead, read it.
Margaret, this had made me the happiest man alive. I love you and I haven't even mentioned you. It's funny somehow. I know that you are going to grow up into a beautiful girl. I'll see you soon. I love you. Mom.
Blackout. This next play is by Cassie. Cassie! It is entitled Two Teenage Spies. Performers here. Ready? Performers already? All right. Let's have a round of applause for Two Teenage Spies.
Zach, I have a new assignment for you. There's a spy around your age in the American Spy Association who goes to the same school as you. Her name is Elle, and her mission is to report to the police on our location. If our location is revealed, we will never be able to defeat them. You need to bring her back here without anyone in your school knowing.
Yes, of course.
Scene 2. At school, in the hallway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why?
Miss Harrington told me to get his papers.
Miss Harrington? I don't even know who she is.
Oh, sorry, I meant Miss Connor.
Okay, thanks.
Elle, did you hear?
No.
Have you seen Zach recently?
Zach, he was just here.
You don't know? He likes you. You should go talk to him. He seems like a nice guy.
Scene 3, at school in the hallway.
Hey, I'm sorry about the incident.
That's okay.
So, do you want to watch a movie together on Thursday?
Oh, I think I might have to ask my mom first.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, see you.
Scene 4, at Elle's house.
Mom,
Yes, honey?
do you know the boy in my grade called Zach?
Yeah, what about him?
He asked me to watch a movie with him on this Thursday.
That sounds a bit sketchy. Have you talked to him before?
We talked this morning.
That's it? Why do you ask him to come to our house?
No, Mom, please.
I'm sorry, honey, but you barely talked to this guy. Besides, you're already too busy with your new mission. Seth knows about your mission and has done maximum security around headquarters, so you'll have to think things through carefully.
Mom, not everything is related to being a spy. You're just surprised that someone likes me.
Scene 5, at school in the hallway.
Oh, hey, Zach.
Hi.
I asked my mom about the movie, and she said it might be better if we watched a movie at my house.
No,
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I just don't think it's a good idea. It's too much work on your hand.
No, don't worry about that. My mom needs something to do in the house anyways.
Oh, but my mom doesn't feel safe putting me in other people's house. Elle, I've got an idea. At 7 p.m. on Thursday, meet me outside Sienna's house. Tell your mom that you're going to a party that Sienna's throwing. Then I'll drive us to the movie theater and we can watch the movie without either of our parents knowing.
But what if my mom finds out?
Don't worry about that. We can figure it out.
Okay. Then I'll meet you there.
Great. Hey, Seth. Yes, I love you.
Scene 6, outside Sienna's house.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course, she'll be fine. Trust me. Quick, in the car. We'll be late. We're almost there.
Wait, isn't it that way?
No, it's this way. I have a GPS.
But I came here 2 days ago.
Stop worrying about it. You're safe.
Well, I don't feel very safe. Where are we?
You'll see.
What? No!
Bring me the rope and cloth.
Don't! No, help!
There's no use in screaming, kid.
Team 8, in the school hallway by Elle's locker.
Hey, I just wanted you to know I quit the whole spy thing.
Am I supposed to believe you?
Look, I know you don't necessarily like me after what happened the other day, but even if you don't believe me, I wanted to let you know that I apologize for what I did.
It's fine.
Great.
I should go now.
Yeah, see you around.
Blackout. Let's keep going for performers. And another round of applause for our playwright Cassie. Two teenage. Do you need a third one? Can you? Sure. Great. Wonderful. So this next piece is by Noelani. Hey, Noelani! It's called Popular Creators. So please give a big round of applause for Popular Creators.
Look at this.
What?
Just look.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Not at all.
Sashi, this is it.
This is what?
The solution.
To what?
Our problem.
Sorry, could you just like explain everything?
Your money problems in particular.
Anything else?
All of my problems. Oh, with Jade? Oh my god, hey Jade!
Yeah,
Did you hear what we were talking about?
something about problems.
That's basically the gist of it.
No, guys, I have
I
solutions.
mean, there has to be a problem for there to be a solution.
Look
But
at this.
What's the solution?
But look at this.
Is that YouTube?
It is.
How's YouTube gonna solve your problems? Troom Troom isn't that powerful.
That's not the point.
Then what's the point?
Hey, inside voice.
We're gonna turn our rise to fame.
Fame.
YouTube fame.
Why?
YouTube revenue.
Why do you need YouTube money?
I'm glad you asked, Jade. Well, first let's address the problem.
You just said there weren't problems.
You know what I'm talking about. You want to go to Italy.
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't have money to go to Italy.
And you have a solution for that?
Of course I do. See, I have a problem with my own.
What's that?
I'm boring.
What?
I am boring. I'm average and totally ununique. I'm basic. She said the B word. Indeed, my compatriots. It has recently come to my attention via TikTok that I'm basic. I'm scrunchy wearing, Stan Smith Adidas owning, hydroblast drinking, basic high school girl. And I hate it.
Okay, wait. First of all, what? Second of all, when did you even come to this conclusion?
This weekend.
And are you sure this is just you having another identity crisis? Because that's exactly what it sounds like to me.
It's not a crisis, Sashi. It's a decided to travel along the path to self-discovery, the road not taken, to find out who I'm meant to be. You can't honestly expect me to believe I'm meant to stay this basic, mediocre kind of human being forever, right? I had to discover my passions, create a personality, find a style or aesthetic or something. God, Sashi, I need to do this. Can't you understand? I need to find myself.
And before summer break.
And I needed to force the break.
So, hold on, let me get this straight. You think that getting internet famous is just going to solve all your self-image issues?
Yep.
Really? Jade, you can't possibly think this is going to work.
Hey, maybe it will. Everybody's different.
Exactly. Besides, Jade's already famous and stuff, right? Like you're one of those TikTok people.
Well, no, but...
And if the channel makes enough money, Sasha will have enough to buy a coach ticket to Italy, maybe even premium economy.
Wait, but that implies that I have something to do with your channel, which, as far as I know, I don't.
Come on, please. You know I can edit videos for my life. Your cocaine video presentation was the best out of our entire health class. If anyone can edit my content, I want it to be you. Plus, you're my friend.
I don't know, it sounds like commitment.
But hey, what's the harm in giving it a shot?
Well, if you're sure this is what you want to do.
I am, Sashi. I really am.
I hate myself. No, I really hate myself. My hair, nasty. My skin, nastier. But do I tell people? Of course not. How could I when I barely talk to anyone besides like 2 people? By the time I transferred here, all the students had already made friends, solidified themselves into a structure. People and their best friend, like Sashi and Sierra, them against the world. It's nauseating, it makes me sick. But probably that's because the one thing I don't have here, not just friends, but a sense of fitting in. It'd be nice to have, a place in this machine-like system. All the students are gears, most of them fit in place, but I apparently don't. Fun. I got a TikTok. Yay! And now I'm TikTok famous. Double yay! I am thankful apparently girls like me are semi-worshipped online. I'm not a certified popular creator or anything, but maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be signing pairs of bands at Fan Meets to Anu Grace and Oliver Moy. I don't know. And maybe then kids at school will make space for me in their big, old social machine. Scene 3.
It's now been almost a month since we uploaded our first video. Well, technically, since the YouTube handle Sierra Shares uploaded its first video, A Guide to Being Basic. Surprisingly, it actually kind of blew up. I guess there are a lot of kids out there with self-image issues. Who knew? Anyway, things were going pretty good for about a week or 2. Our views were gaining by the thousands. It was crazy. We had sat Sierra in front of a camera and talked about normal stuff, like how being basic is now a label of its own, and how insecurities are okay and all that. I don't think we were that deep, but the internet said otherwise. The next week, we uploaded How to Cultivate Your Self-Image, which also did well. We were gaining subscribers and views by the minute. Note how all of this is in the past tense. That's because the internet, as it always does, turns.
YouTube handle Resto Really Speaking. I can't believe what a complete 180 Sierra pulled with this video.
YouTube handle Mallory Scott 1 just wants to say, what the heck? She literally went from preaching about self-love and acceptance to how to completely change yourself. What kind of role model supports conforming to societal expectations?
YouTube channel Keanu Reeves comment. Wow, talk about fake.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
So, as you can see, we had a week of unproblematic YouTube success before the internet sharks came to bite at our toes. I mean, I can't say I didn't expect it. Something was going to happen, maybe not so quickly, but still. I'm good about keeping my expectations realistic, if not a little pessimistic. Unfortunately, Sierra didn't come into this with that mindset.
They hate me. Everyone hates me.
Sierra, please calm down.
No, Jay, you don't get it. People actually like you. They love you. You're actually cool. You're different. You're actually interesting. You're not a fake like me. Oh my god, I'm actually phony. Faker. Horrible.
Stop. Again. Breathe. In, out. In, out. Good. Feel better?
No.
Well, you sound better. That's something. Now, why are you having a meltdown in the group chat?
Because I've been telling Jay for the past half hour, my life is over.
Okay, can I just only reason you wanted to make this channel was because you thought you were boring, but that's like blatantly not true. Look at you, all this stuff went down the course of 2 weeks and you're still standing.
Yeah, you're being so strong right now. Honestly, if this kind of thing happened to anyone else, they'd probably be an even bigger mess than you. Wait, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's fine. But Sashi, what about your trip to Italy? We didn't make enough revenue for a ticket.
Dude, it's fine. I'll just get a job or something. We still have a ways to go before break anyway.
But Jade, you don't. Wait a second. Why did you even decide to help? I mean, I wouldn't have gone anywhere without you. Don't get me wrong, but you didn't have anything to do. Anything. You don't. Why did you?
What, just the experience, maybe? I wanted to be a part of something for once, and you seem to want my help, which nobody really does. Nobody really wants me for anything, actually. It was a nice change, and I honestly don't regret it at all.
Neither do I.
It was an experience to be sure.
Yep, now chin up. We still have to go to school tomorrow. Get some sleep.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night. Well, well, that's that then, huh? Wasn't that a roller coaster? I don't really know what I was expecting, actually. My entire dilemma was about being basic, but what's more basic than turning to the internet for affirmation? This isn't a movie, obviously, and I'm suddenly not completely satisfied with myself. Oh, no, I still don't know what I'm doing or who I am. I can get there, though, I think. No, I know I can get there. Maybe I won't, but I think a lot of people still don't know, will never know everything about themselves. I don't know who I want to be, but I think the best solution for now is to piece myself together along the way and try to be happy with however I end up. For now, I have to go to bed, so I can get up in the morning and start to move on from all this. So good night and wish me luck.
Wow. Piece for you, and similar to this one, it will feature every single one of our playwrights as performers. This one is by Olivia. It is called The Child of the Moon and the Night. So we're going to get set up. Stay tuned. Please put your hands together for The Child of the Moon and the Night.
Hello, Farrah Rowena. How nice to finally make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet yours too, Alexander. I hope they understand that this is arranged, so don't try to make me fall in love with you or anything.
Give me a month, then you can say that.
A few months later.
Hey there, gorgeous. What a fine night it is tonight. I guess, but that depends on what you think a fine night is. A fine night for me would be the night that I'm not just one soldier in thousands, then I may recognize. The finest night possible would be the night before ends, forever. Have you ever wanted to be more than you are? Do you ever just want to rise up above it all?
I mean, I am the prince of vampires. I think I am above it all.
Oh,
Don't you just love what they've done to this joint? Is there some trendy wall stuff and it's keep the place breezy?
so, what are your views on this vampire werewolf thing? Are you pro or anti-choice?
Oh, don't you worry your cute little head. I only discriminate on the battlefield. I don't discriminate off the battlefield.
I don't discriminate off the battlefield either.
Such interesting coloring.
I'm albino, obviously.
Interesting. Care for a drink?
I was literally just walking upstairs. What did you want to tell me?
Well, Alexander, I have some news. I'm pregnant.
Oh my gosh, really? How long?
Yep, a month already.
A couple months later.
Your Majesty, I am Landon Stewart, a soldier in the werewolf army. I was instructed to inform you that we found vampires alive in our camp.
I'm sure Alexander had nothing to do with it.
Well, His Majesty King Albert does not agree. Alexander has been sent back to the Knights from the river.
Alexander's a good man. He did nothing wrong. But I'm pregnant. How will I explain this now?
I don't know, miss. Does anyone else know about your pregnancy?
Only Alexander. Landon. I think I have a way to protect my child.
What is it, Your Majesty?
You can pretend to be the father.
What?
Police station affair. People will be questioning my loyalty after this, and a child will worsen that. If you're actually the father, they will suspect that more than half-bred.
But your child will still be a half-breed, Your Majesty. How will you conceal?
Well, the child will be born quite pale, and give such a fair color that it'll make sense. Powers-wise, I think it'll make sense. It will play by ear.
But Alexander won't believe you for a second.
He must believe the child is dead. He won't believe I cheated on him, because no offense, you're nobody compared to him. But if he assumed this was after he broke things off, we'll just delay news of her birth a few months.
Your Majesty, I'm not so sure if I'm on board with this.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that you're Sir Landon Stewart now.
Okay, I'm on board with this.
13 years later. Sometimes I don't want to be the werewolf princess. I don't even think I'm good at it, for reasons I can't even control. You see, I'm different. Princesses are supposed to be all dainty and delicate, aren't they? Well, I'm not. I lifted a carriage once, and Mother got mad. She told me not to do that in public. I'm also fast and agile. I can be in one place 1 second and another the next. I've tried to be normal, I really have, but all my attempts are futile. Oh, also I can grow fangs. This would be normal for a werewolf, except for the fact that I can grow them at will without becoming a werewolf. Mother just said that not all werewolves are the same or something. I don't feel like I fully belong.
Oh, hello, Celine. Are you well?
Mother, can I go to the village? Just to the wet market. I don't belong.
I knew some other space was coming.
It's not a phase, Mom.
No, you can't. It's too dangerous. A vampire could sneak over and you could be hurt.
Are you still just hung up on the vampire friends you dated when you were younger?
No. What? That's nonsense.
Really? Then why haven't you married Father?
Just go to your room.
Fine.
My dearest Landon, I feel like we haven't spoken in an eternity. I do miss you very much, my love, and wish these tensions would disappear. My father is always stressed, and to be frank, so am I. But your letters have been what's keeping me sane for the past decade and a half. And I'm listening to you. I never stopped loving or went on. Not without loving you, but somehow I simultaneously love both of you. Do you feel the same? Oh, how I want to meet your beautiful gaze with my ordinary one. How I want to kiss your duck lips.
He had to pull out a state of wine, which seems as though Alexander became heavily inebriated.
But aren't you enthralled with how poetic it is?
If by poetic you mean erotic, then definitely. My love, who is the one out of two loves. Yes, I do feel similarly. I've learned to admire her with a strength of will, mind, and heart. She has not suggested marrying all the time we've been together, and so I think she's never stopped loving you. She's not supposed to love you, though, because of the incident with the fledgling sneaking in for an adventure. Because of her position, she is not supposed to trust easily in order to have the trust of her people. I am missing you most dearly also. I'm not one for an adventure anymore, and I've become more grounded since I was 17. But I would like to break the rules just this once. Meet me at the crossroads bar as the sun sets tonight. No getting drunk, just talking. With love, Sir Landon.
literally never been outside the carriage when I leave the castle. What made me think I could find my way around? I'm probably already in vampire territory. I'm probably gonna die soon. I'm probably already dead, and the last hour has been the afterlife. Little girl, get inside or you'll burn to a crisp. Crap, it's a vampire. When did I even cross over? I didn't see a sign.
Little rat girl, get inside. The sun hasn't quite set yet. You could get hurt.
Crap, 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 and crap. She thinks I'm a vampire. Okay, I'm coming. Thanks.
Any birds? I have one and I can put on them. Hey, you look kind of familiar. Have I seen you?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, who are your parents?
No, that's ridiculous.
Vampires can't reproduce that way. Unless they're with the mortal.
What are you getting at?
The rumors could be true. You do bear an uncanny resemblance to him.
Who? What rumors?
The rumors that the vampire Prince Alexander had a child with Queen Lorena of the werewolf. Tell me, child, can you do anything like grow fangs and drink blood? Can you change into a werewolf?
I've always thought there was something different about me. I can also change into a werewolf.
Whoa, that's almost unheard of. My name's Mira, by the way. We're in the Crossroads bar. I run the place. I'm kind of a mother to Alexander. If he stops by, we'll explain this to him. Hold on, if you're Queen Rowena's daughter, what are you even doing here?
I was fed up with my mother and my life. I've never really belonged.
Hey, you belong just fine, just in more than one place.
I guess you're right.
So this is the Crossroads Bar. Why is it called that? It marks the border between vampire territory and werewolf territory. So kind of like a crossroad.
It's said to be the only place where vampires and werewolves can get along.
Hey, Nira.
Alex, we have to talk.
Celine, what are you doing here?
Alex, this is Rowena's daughter. Do the thing, Celine.
Holy mother of Dracula! Did you know about this? Yes, but trust me, I couldn't have told you. I believed my daughter was dead for over a decade. I don't know who to believe anymore.
Landon, that was a stupid thing to do. This is your fault.
My fault? You're the one who brought this up. How do you even know my name?
Alex doesn't shut up about you, though I don't see what the big move is about you.
Where's Celine? Crap, we lost the kid.
We need to find the kid.
Let's find it. I can't believe it. My whole life, at least after I died, I thought my daughter had been a miscarriage. I thought she was dead. I knew Rowena had a daughter, but she was Landon's. I feel deceived, as if I played right into whatever twisted plan they had. I've been wasting away to alcohol for a decade and a half. I just feel so clueless.
Alexander, I've made a decision. I haven't seen you become blackout drunk in some time. And I think you have matured enough as a member of the Knight's Children to be trusted to help with some of the most important military strategies.
Father, maybe that's not the best idea.
I'm not sure, father, son. I found you as a little fledgling. I took you.
So you could marry me off for your phony truth.
Hey, I thought you liked women.
You're missing the point.
Well, I didn't call you in here to complain about women.
You literally just randomly walked in.
The point is, I'm talking to you about important things. So, my brilliant strategic plan is to overthrow the werewolves by jumping them when they least expect it. When they can't fight back.
I'm not sure I follow.
Let me finish. So we're gonna attack on the night that's not a full moon.
But Father, werewolves can still change when it's not the full moon.
Well, they're not going to because of my incredible, intimidating military forces.
We're just a bunch of vitamin D deficient dead people.
That's not the point. We'll crush them anyway tonight.
Okay.
So what you're trying to tell me is that you told my daughter that she was half vampire.
Yes.
And you told her father, who thought she was dead in the past 13 years, the truth.
Yes.
And then you lost my daughter.
Yeah. Well, that's freaking stupid to do. You should go find her.
Now I know why I'm different and why I don't belong. Because literally I don't. I don't belong to werewolves or vampires. I'm an outcast. But I guess the least I can do is help bring peace. They're battling tonight. It's mesmerizing, yet I want to look away so badly. Silver!
Oh no, this isn't good.
When do you think Mira's going to be back?
Well, she just went to scout battle on the vampire side in case they wandered there or something. She'll be back soon.
Landon, or when?
Alex!
I have some information for you. My father, the Major General, will be attacking the werewolves later tonight.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
What? What?
I'm in love with both of you, and I never express that unless I'm drunk. I suck at love.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I have some bad news.
Werewolves, prepare to die!
Blackout. Let's keep it going for performers and top of the room tonight. Playwright Olivia, waving to us. Olivia, yeah. And let's keep it going for all playwrights, all performers. And everyone here, come on up here. Everybody, come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Oh, yes. Let's welcome the playwrights and performers back on stage. Come on up, everyone. Let's see, how many do we have the chairs? We need one more? Yeah. Hold on, we got one for you. We got one for you. Now that we have them up here, can we give them another round of applause? I have a few questions prepared just in case you need a moment to think, but just off the bat, any questions from the audience? Well, as you think, I have a question. Playwrights, can you talk about perhaps where the inspiration for your plays came from? We'll go down the line.
Well, Julia and I kind of did a camp before this together, and there we kind of had an idea to write a different story, and about like the 1920s, and then we kind of just went from there, thinking about like a story that took place during World War I.
That's okay. Yeah, so I had written another play, and I couldn't do that one because there are too many characters. But both of them were about social media, and so I wanted to do one that was still about it.
So my play is like an edited section of the longer 40-minute play that I've been working on. So I just took a section of that and wanted to find a part that I thought would make sense in one group.
I just wanted to put a couple people in a situation where they had to survive on
Samantha, our other teacher, asked us to write 3 things we wanted to see on stage, and one of them was the spies. I just wanted that. I read a lot of fantasy romance books, and I just kind of took my favorite elements, my favorite types of characters from all the kinds of books that I read, and I was just you know what? I can make something cool out of this.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. Well, yeah. queries or wonderings for any of the playwrights or something general?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Do you like to write plays or act in plays better?
Great question. This is, yeah, I think this is for everyone. If you want to. Yeah. Also, you know, if you don't feel like answering a particular question, you don't have to, but definitely jump in if you feel like answering.
Probably equally. Actually, maybe acting a little more because I like being dramatic.
Same. Writing, because acting is scary.
I do a lot of acting, like extracurriculars throughout the summer and during school year, so it's nice to like have a change to be on the other side of the
Right. Both. Equally. Both.
Jason, that's
Right.
oh, right.
Yeah, right.
Great. Thank you for that question. Any other questions from the crowd? Oh, yes.
What were the most challenging moments that you had to get across the characters?
Nice.
Walter.
Yeah, are you talking about like performing or when creating the character?
When creating the character,
Ooh, nice.
like the lead character interacting with the other characters that made him or her stand out more.
Nice. Yeah, so if I understand the question, yeah, when you were creating your lead, the protagonist, what challenges arose when they were interacting with the other characters?
Well, kind of like keeping them in character, but then also showing how like they behave differently around people.
Same thing. I tried to make my main character like more energetic because I made all of them like in an hour and they were all very undeveloped, and so throughout the entire writing process I tried to like put more personality into them gradually. Yeah.
This is more in my longer play that my main character is kind of a bad person, and I tried to make her have some aspects at least that would make the audience not hate her. So I just have to make sure to do that.
We did a lot of activities to like develop the character, and I just went with that, and I added a like protagonist thing. So yeah.
I really just had to make everything make sense together. Like I couldn't really have any contradicting like details. I have like lots of stuff going on.
Thank you, everyone. I think I saw some questions. Oh, yeah, here we go.
So when you're writing the play, do you know how sort of the overall scheme of the plot is going to go, or are you sort of figuring it out as you write it? You start with the whole story in mind, or do you sort of discover the story as you write it?
We kind of started with like a basic idea, but we weren't really sure how it was going to end. And then we also like the letters. Julie and I like switched around the order because at first we had them all at the end, but then we moved like some of them around at the beginning. But we started with like a basic idea, but then as we kept writing, we finished it up.
Yeah, when we had to, because we kept thinking of ideas, like, while like, throughout the entire process. Like, at one point it was like something like, what if Henry is James or something like that? And it was like so random, the entire thing. But then like we had to like write a strategic plan of what we were gonna write about. So that was kind of hard.
Okay, so I can relate because I wrote everything like on the spot, and it was the last day before we were starting to block, and I still hadn't finished it because I didn't know how I was gonna end it. And then I added like monologues because I had scenes that I deleted because I thought it was gonna be too long, and all that sort of came together like last minute. Yeah, it was a very in the moment process.
Well, once again, for my longer play, I wrote out like what the plot would be, just in like bullet points, and then like the scene-to-scene action and dialogue I came up with as I went, but I already knew like what I was gonna write.
Chase, the question was, did you map your whole play out from start to finish, or did you discover what was happening as you were writing?
I sort of discovered what was happening as I was writing.
I think I had a basic idea, but I discovered like more things about my characters as I was writing.
I like planned everything out, and I wrote down all the elements I wanted to have in it, like the love triangle, like the Celine's like background and stuff. And then I knew how I wanted it to begin, and I knew how I wanted it to end. So I just had to figure out how to like move between topics.
Thank you so much. Oh, great. I see your hand. We'll get you, haven't called on you, and then I see your second question. Anyone else have questions? These are our final 3 questions. So 1, 2, and then 3.
My question is, did the authors of the plays direct the plays also? And did your vision of the play while writing it kind of match up with what you saw on stage later?
We kind of directed it, sort of. And for us, it was kind of like, also while we were like blocking it, some of the like actors and actresses had ideas, and then like we like went with that to make it easier.
Well, I always thought of it in a different way because I don't think of it with the people around me. Like I think of it like as if it like people I just think of in my head, but like I've never met or I've never seen before, and then like a setting that I've seen in my head, and I could recreate that, but like very few items. Yeah.
About the directing thing, like, I don't think I directed a lot of it because I've never directed before, so I had a lot of assistance from, like, our counselors, like, adult people, a lot of help from the adult people. And about the image, like, no, it didn't look like what I had in my head, but I didn't really expect it to because in my head they were, like, in an actual school, like, in actual rooms, and so obviously it's not going to look like that.
We only had one day to work on staging it, and it was mainly following the stage directions that had already been written in. So I guess kind of directing, but I mean, it looked similar to what I wanted, because obviously I was able to choose how it would look, but some of the lines, of course, you write them and you hear them in your head, and then they sound completely different when someone else says them out loud.
Yeah, that really happened to me because when I thought of it, I thought of a movie. And I thought how the airport was, how the island was. But when I cast it and then I thought of it, it sort of matched, and it was basically the same.
I don't think we directed that much because we mostly just followed the stage directions. But I think it did match up with what I wrote because I just followed along with what the actors felt was the most natural.
I don't think we really directed, but we did have a say in directing, and it turned out generally the storyline, it did turn out how I wanted it to and how I pictured it. But set wise and props wise, obviously it wasn't the same.
Thank you so much.
It looks like all of you guys enjoyed this. So out of these 3 categories, where would you want to see your vision come alive? A series, a movie, or the theater? As in a play. Series, movie, or play?
I would say for me, I would probably keep it as a play.
No movie.
None. I did not. I wrote this really quick. I don't think I continued this particular play.
I'd say play. In my longer one, there's a lot of scenes where they're rehearsing the play that they're in, so it would really fit in a theater.
Movie.
I would love to turn it into a musical. And a movie.
Musical movie. Thank you. That was a great question. Thank you. And finally,
I can't top that question, but I was curious to find out to what extent you thought of your works as autobiographical or completely made up or somewhere in the middle.
thank you.
I
Not at all.
For me, just to create the characters, I sort of thought of myself and just like split it to make it really easy to write characters. So they aren't really very dimensional, but I tried to make them like that with the dialogue and stuff. So it's not really autobiographical because like it's not an experience I've done, but I took the characters from like little pieces to myself. So.
I don't think any of my characters or any scenarios have really to do with me. Some of them are like vaguely influenced by people or situations that other people have told me they've been in, but nothing actually.
My story, I think like not like a while ago I watched like a video about an airplane that crashed with people in it, and they just had to survive in the mountains. So I like wanted to like sort of like put that situation into like my own words.
My story is made up. I usually identify with my characters to some extent. I think this was like the least. I identified with them the least. But I do like to experiment with putting like modern concepts into different settings and it kind of like experimenting how I can play with that. Like I did that a little in this play. And that was pretty fun. I liked how it turned out.
Let's give it up for our playwrights. Thank you, audience, for being here and witnessing this premiere of the pieces. Yeah, that we are all out of time. You're welcome to take your young people and move on to the next part of your weekend. Oh, yeah, but first, young people, playwrights, we're going to get a group photo
Yes.
of you guys.